We got to sit down and talk with actor Cory Hardrict about his latest role. What a great conversation.
I loved this conversation. In the new Tyler Perry film, Divorced in the Black, he plays an antagonistic husband who makes his wife's life a living hell. Here's more of that combo.
Jim, I can't do it, man. Nope. I made some decisions in my life. I want a divorce. We don't have no kids, so this should be easy. What? Okay? You can keep the house because your parents gave us a down payment, and I don't want to hear their mouths, okay? I'm not paying any alimony. You got a good job at the bank. I got a lawyer look over the papers already. Get somebody to get down there and look at it. Sign the papers, Ava.
Okay.
Oh my, in public too.
Oh my goodness.
And when he's not playing the bad husband, he's playing a coach on All-American Homecoming, which airs right here on Pix 11. Please welcome our CW family member, actor Cory Hardrict. Thank you so much for coming in.
Wow, that was an introduction right there. That scene, right? It woke everybody up.
Let me tell you, if my husband did that to me at a restaurant,
no, that was
I
acting.
would not be sitting very calmly.
That was acting. I don't know that guy.
Okay, all right. Well, I hear this brings it out of you. You play a dark character.
Yes, he's definitely a darker character, you know, maybe the darkest I've ever played, but I did have fun playing it. You got to have those antagonists in films.
Yeah.
You know, because that's real life. So I enjoyed it, though.
So let's talk about Dallas. He's an antagonist, right?
Yes.
And so what's the plot here? Tell us a little about the storyline and how Dallas fits into it all.
Yeah, two couples going through divorce. They have two families. Ava's family supports her, Dallas' family supports him, and, you know, mine comes from, like, the bad side of the tracks, you know, so everything I do, I can never go, like, wrong. So they support me even though I'm wrong.
Yeah.
So, you know, the moral of the story is you got to tell someone when they're wrong or they can just spiral out of control and you get Dallas.
Okay.
You know?
Have you ever played this type of sinister character before?
No, not this type of guy. I played other characters, but not this one. This one had a little more depth in him, and, you know, I had to really dig deep into the acting, you know, well for this one, and I was up for the challenge. So.
All right, so you're collaborating with Megan Good.
Yes.
And obviously working with the esteemed Tyler Perry, the one and only, who wrote and directed the film.
Produced it.
And produced it.
Yes.
Everything. It's every title, right?
Yes.
Talk about the experience in that world.
Listen, I love Mr. Tyler Perry. He gave me an opportunity of a lifetime, and so I didn't want to, like, take that lightly. And I told him from day one, I said to him that, you know, I won't let you down, you know, and that's you know, I'm a man of my word, and he's proud now. But how I got the role really quick was Megan told him that I was an amazing actor because he asked her, who would you like to work with one day?
Yeah.
And who hasn't had their just due? And she said me. So he calls me with that Tyler Perry voice. Cory's Tyler Perry, you know, so I had to listen. And he said he has a script. He watched some of my movies, and he wants me to do it. So I was already in before I read it.
Had you met him before?
No, that was the first time I ever talked to him, ever. I DM'd him like a year ago, prior to the film, just saying I would love to work with you one day.
Did he respond?
No, he didn't even see it.
Well, this is amazing.
Yes.
First of all, kudos to Megan, because that is amazing. That's an amazing friend to say your name when you're not in the room.
Yes, I've known Megan like 20 plus years, so that was, you know, she's an angel, so
And
that was
also,
great.
I have to ask, Tyler Perry is making all these headlines, right, for paying actors and actresses what they're worth.
Yes.
We've had actresses come out and say they didn't want to ask for a certain amount of money because then you're deemed a diva, and they didn't know what was appropriate, and then he goes and pays them more than their ask.
Yes.
Was that your case?
Listen, I can say that Mr. Tyler Perry has paid me the most I've ever made on feature film, and I've done like 43 films, the most, and for 3 weeks of work.
How does that make you feel?
It makes me feel like I want to keep working for Mr. Perry. That's how
I want to work for Mr. Perry too.
it makes me want to move to Atlanta.
Slide into his DM, see what happens.
I will slide into his DM.
No, so he's an angel. Like I say, he's a gift from God. He helps everyone. He's you know, he's so humble and he's so powerful at the same time. But everyone's on the same playing field. People love the environment.
Yeah.
So when negotiations go down and you guys are talking about your compensation, does he talk to you about your worth and what you deserve and how he wants to set the tone in Hollywood?
We never had that conversation about, like, my worth, you know. I guess your teams go in with certain numbers. They do all that, the lawyers and stuff.
I want to talk about from Dallas to Marcus Turner for a second.
Coach Marcus.
Yeah, All-American Homecoming right here on CW.
Yes.
Playing the coach, right? And first off, did you play any time in life?
Play baseball, yes, when I was younger. I played baseball, basketball, you know, swimming. I played all sports.
Yeah.
Pretty much athletic.
What do you like best about this role? This is quite a different role.
Father figure role to the students, to the kids in the college. I'm a father, and, you know, it was easy for me to go into this, you know, because I trained my son, and I was, you know, baseball coach. So I just kind of put it over into the work.
Yeah.
So I felt at home, and then it had that, you know, father figure advice, you know, inspirational, tough love, and that's the way I carry myself in real life. So I felt like this would be something cool, you know, and it switched up like characters for me to play something different.
Right.
You know, and it's inspired a lot. I have a lot of people come up to me and be like, you know, Coach Mark is like my uncle or my dad.
Yeah.
So if I can touch somebody, then I did my job.